that's the reason why there's so many different opinions.
Definitely, and different judgments. And you get different comments.
It's a really personal thing. It's what has many different meanings.
Different interpretations, I guess, Because where I wear trousers, some people might think that's not modest. They would think that abayas, which is the long dress, is a modest.
Is the correct way.
Yeah.
Then you've got those other people who are just like, oh my god, you're wearing pink.
Like bright colours. Sometimes they think being bright is not good because it's attention.
What would you say in your defense towards that?
I think being obviously in the West where we are, everyone, we all wear different colors. If it was someone like Saudi Arabia where they all wear black, then that would be something different. I wouldn't go around wearing a pink scarf. Being in the UK, I think different colors is fine because everyone is in different colors.
Nabila's friends were so cool. They all have very unique personalities and fashion sense, and as a result interpret modest fashion based on their individual tastes. Some choose to wear the hijab and normal Western clothes, and others wore more traditional clothes like an abaya, which is a loose-fitting full-length robe. So after my brief induction into modest fashion, where does Nabila fit in? We went to see Fatima Barkatullah, an Islamic scholar at the East London Mosque in Whitechapel. What do you think of Nabila's outfit today?
I appreciate that, every person is on a journey. But I feel that the hijab and for young people is a journey. So I don't think it's my role to kind of judge, Nabila or anyone at all. What I would say is that we should research, we should look into it in order to be clear on what God wants of us, because at the end of the day, we want to please God as Muslims.
So what do you think of the rise of the so-called modest fashion vloggers?
I think there is a whole generation of young Muslims growing up under a lot of pressure. And there are girls who, it's just natural for them to want to express themselves. The positive side to what the vloggers are doing is helping Muslim girls to actually take that step, to start wearing the hijab and feel confident doing so. Where I think that the vloggers need to be careful is the hijab is an act of worship. Allah has given us certain guidelines for it. So I think there's a huge responsibility there, not to kind of water it down or to change it, because the hijab isn't just a headdress. It's not just a decoration or an accessory. When you put yourself out there as a vlogger, what you're doing is you're making yourself a role model, and people take you as a role model. So with that comes huge responsibility,
So it's now my turn to choose an...
But in the United States, there was a time when women were expected to limit their options to skirts and dresses, especially out in public. So when and how did this change? When did women start wearing pants?
Now, we see what the Edomites have started, knowing that 1 Timothy 2:9 say women should adorn themselves in modesty. Women, Deuteronomy 22 verse 5 say women should not wear pants because it's abomination to God. You see, women should conduct themselves in a godly manner, being a professing godliness. But they know that we are the true children of Israel and that we have the responsibility of obeying the words in the Holy Scriptures, in the Hebrew Scriptures, our Scriptures. You see, they know if they keep us in sin, their kingdom will last. So they trying everything that they can to keep us in sin and in slavery, because as long as we're in sin, we'll be in slavery, and our God will not fight for us, and he will not bring judgment upon them. And so that's how they got us to this point.
through 30 says, "A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire," so that would be his dress, "and excessive laughter and gait show what he is." All right. We'll go ahead and start this presentation with the ladies and looking at the dress code for them. As you can see, none of these things would be considered modest or holy. At the bottom left-hand corner, you have the picture of the woman that has like a see-through little skirt on. Then, of course, you see all the other things. You got everything that's showing, pretty much leaving nothing to the imagination. And then you go forward. Now, some might say, well, that's a dress or that's a skirt. Yeah, but look how short that is. All right, that's not how our people are supposed to dress. All right, that dress is only going to do one thing. It's gonna leave not much to the imagination. All right, now here's the question: is length of dress mentioned in the Bible? So for you repentant Israelites, the question is length of dress mentioned in the Bible? The answer is yes. Isaiah chapter 47 verses 1 through 2. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans." Here we go right here. "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right, "Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks," so that means uncover your head. All right, because our women wore head coverings. "Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh." So right there, he's saying there's a difference between the leg and the thigh. "Pass over the rivers." All right, going down to Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 22. It says, "And if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare." When you go back and look in history, just like even when I showed you with the pictures of, the Western timeline and things of that sort, I'm sorry, the timeline that was a few slides back, you'll see that the women wore long dresses that even, covered the feet. All right, and that is something.
This is how women should dress. Perfect example. No booty shorts, no G-strings, no leggings, stockings, showing all your body parts. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace of these elect worldwide. Death to America, death to these red dragons. Shalom.